whatever's going on with the weather, it's like I'm making my allergies act up. So I'm like,
Yep.
yeah.
I'm about to head to my allergy shots right after we finish here, because it is nuts. Cool. All right, let's talk about our goals, planning, and systems. Let's move forward here. To begin today on this awesome Monday morning, we're going to start with some affirmations. And this one says, I am the architect of my life. I build its foundation and choose its contents. I want everybody to unmute, and we are going to say this together, because we're going to start this Monday morning knowing that we are in control of our careers, our lives, and everything going on. So everybody unmute, and on the count of 3, we're going to say this together. 1, 2, 3.
I am the
architect
of
my
life.
Foundation.
I build its foundation and choose its contents.
I feel better. I want you to say that in the mirror later today too. Or choose your own. I always try to say it's going to be a great day. Tell myself I am in control of my day. If you start the morning by telling yourself it's going to be a great day and I'm going to crush it today, how much happier are when you start that in the morning saying that, right? Everybody's happier. Start it with a smile and tell yourself how great you are, because only you can make it a great day, right? You're the only person that can make your day great. So make your day great by starting it off with a positive note to yourself, so you know that you're in control and it's your day to make great. I keep clicking the wrong button. Sorry, guys. All right, module 1, learning objectives. So this is what we're going to learn today. It'll probably take us about an hour. I want you guys to kind of share some stories if you have some, ask some questions, and feel free to unmute along the way. So we're going to learn the importance of a positive mindset, especially in your real estate career, right? Because that's what we're all here for. But also you're in your life, like you have to have a positive mindset for everything to go positive. You know, if you wake up in the morning and you're feeling negative, the day is kind of crummy and it kind of drags through the day. So remember to keep a positive mindset. We're going to talk about the summary of tools that you will use for this success. Geez, I'm off today. I'm sorry, guys. The summary of tools that you will use for a successful real estate business. We're going to talk about thinking like a business owner, a resource library of recommended books. I have a few that I love to read and I read every year, and we'll talk about those when we come across them. Writing SMART goals and creating a budget and expense worksheet. So we're probably going to get into the SMART goals and getting your mindset right today. And when we get to the budget and expense worksheet, remember, we're going to be doing that in less than a month from today. I think it's November 5th. So I want everybody to come and join on that day. And it's a Wednesday. And we're actually going to put together your 2023 business plans once I have it finalized. And then we're going to talk. We probably won't talk current productivity today, just because we're really going to get in depth in November. So we're going to pretend to skip that one. All right, time blocking for business success. Does anybody know why time blocking is super important? Anybody? Somebody unmute and tell me why you think time blocking is super important for your business.
Morning. It actually helps me make sure that the day doesn't get away from me. And I feel like it gives me more control over my schedule, or I can just tell clients, I have an appointment at 9, but I can meet you at 10.
Yeah, exactly. It keeps you on a schedule and it keeps you successful and it keeps you working towards your business, right? And you don't lose sight to why you're working in real estate, because it's easy in real estate to get sidetracked and work on those tasks that you know are tasks, but they're not money making tasks, right? So time blocking and sticking to your time block is the hardest things for real estate agents, honestly. I almost forgot about today's meeting, so you're welcome for remembering it halfway through the gym today. Hence the reason why I'm still in sweatshirt. But hey, I'm here. I should have time blocked this in my calendar and I would have remembered, but I didn't. So I learned the hard way, but I'm here. And then personal accountability. Like I said earlier, you're the person that is driving your business, your life, and you're the only one that can keep yourself on track. So you have to make sure that you're accountable for yourselves and what you're doing. Various types of prospecting, we'll kind of touch on those a little bit. We have scripts and dialogues in the office, and you guys are all more than welcome to take a look at them. Ask me where they are, and I will share that with you anytime. I can also show you where in the one university you can find them. Committing to a prospecting schedule, again, that goes right back to time blocking. If you get that time blocked in there and you stick to your time blocking and it becomes a habit, you'll do really well in real estate. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. You're sticking to your time blocking, you're prospecting, you're doing all these tasks, you guys will be super successful. How to lead follow-up and utilizing the GPS tools. All right, so let's talk about developing your business mindset. This is the most important part about today, and this is probably what I'm going to talk about most of today while we're here. Because to me, if you wake up with a negative attitude, your whole day is shot. You have to train your brain to wake up and be positive and get that mindset going. But today's going to be a great day, and I'm going to work really hard, and I'm going to be successful. In the end, it'll all come to you. So the most successful real estate agent professionals are success-oriented self-starters with a true entrepreneurial spirit. I can't even say that word. I wrote it down, but I couldn't say it. Sorry, that's really big for a Monday morning. Entrepreneurial. I don't know. They also share these 3 characteristics, right? A great work ethic, an unwavering perseverance, a positive make it happen mindset. So let's talk about what success means to each one of you. Let's take like 5 minutes, and I want everybody to unmute, take your turn, and tell me what success means to you. What it means to me is an open schedule. Like, as long as I'm successful in real estate, and the reason why I got into real estate, I have a 12-year-old son. I want to be there for him, but I still have to put food on the table, right? So what success means to me, and then let's go one step, me being the owner of Realty One Group. Success looks like all of you guys succeeding, in my mind. If you're all doing good out there, then I'm happy for you, and I want to be here to support you guys. Lance, I'm going to pick on you next. What does success mean to you?
Well, success for me in a real estate career would be living comfortably. When I say comfortably, in real estate, making more than I made in the corporate industry in my prior careers, where I don't have to worry about making ends meet at the end of the month. I operate on a budget, and anything that real estate can bring to me that exceeds that budget, that just allows me to live more comfortably and stress-free, not worrying about how I'm going to pay my bills. I'm looking for real estate to improve my lifestyle, and I'm not the kind of person that spends frivolously and is super materialistic. I want real estate to provide a comfortable life for me until I get to the age where I don't want to work no more. I'm just gonna enjoy life every single day. And I've known people in the industry where they are very successful. They left the prior profession that I was in, and they just exploded in real estate. So there's a lot of opportunity here.
Nice. Brian, your turn.
Oh, I am a little materialistic, I guess, maybe. I like nice things. So, I mean, listen, it's all about family and everything, but I want to make a lot of money. And that's my goal for success. And then as far as like real estate specifically, honestly, I'm more excited when my team has success than I am. So I want members of my team to be successful and be doing 2, 3, 4 transactions a month. So make a lot of money, and then my specific team and the whole company, but being busy and being successful.
Nice. I like it. Next, I'm going to pick on Chelsea.
Success means to me being able to have a great work-life balance. If I decide I want to put 1,000% into work, I'm going to do that. If I decide I want to take a break, I can do that. And being comfortable and being able to do so through real estate. That's what success looks like for me.
Great. Thank you for sharing. And Mateo, I'm going to pick on you next.
Success in real estate for me would be once, like, I'm still prospecting a lot, but you start really getting connections and friends telling you, hey, I have a friend here that really needs a real estate agent, and instead of you like looking for them, they come to you. So that's probably a really successful.
That's great. I think all of our goals should be that people are coming to us, right? Of course, we all know we have to work in the beginning and we have to work pretty darn hard, but eventually it comes back around. They start coming to you. I'll pick on Christina next.
Morning. So my goal is really to have consistent business. So I want to make sure I have transactions every month, and that balance with time for my family, my kids, while they still think I'm cool. So I'm able to be the PTO president and on the HOA board and still run a successful business. So that's really what success looks like to me.
Nice. I love how you say when your kids still think you're cool, because we know that day comes where they just don't want anything to do with you. It comes back around though.
The clock is ticking. I feel like I have 2 years left, maybe 3.
You're lucky. My son's about there. He's right there. Only does he snuggle with me on the couch at night when we're watching TV and nobody's around. He wants nothing to do with me when his friends are around or around his friends. I'm mom instead of mommy. It's getting there. All right. I'm going to pick on Kaylin.
All right. So success for real estate to me, it just, well, for me, it means that like this will open the door to multiple sources of passive income in my future. I'm like, I do definitely see myself being involved in real estate for a while, but the goal is to kind of move towards investing, being more on the investing side and handling my own transactions and things like that. Nice. And also, to make a lot of money. I feel like that's why everyone wants to do it as well.
Exactly. There's no ceiling in real estate. You make what you want to make. And it depends. It's all about your drive and how hard you want to work. Great. Thank you for sharing. And last but not least, Danielle, I'm going to pick on you.
Okay. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Success for me is really just setting goals and reaching those goals, along with real estate being more of a lifestyle, not necessarily a job, so it's kind of in my everyday life and bringing me a balance in life. I don't want to say work-life balance because I don't want it to feel like work. And just setting up the future, not only for me, but, future family. No other kids yet, but getting ready for them when they come. So
you gotta be set up for that. They can save some money out of there. Kids are expensive, but you gotta love them. All right, you guys can all mute again, and I will go towards the next one. So the next one is not working for me. Hold tight. Your work ethic. So that's why I had you guys share what success looked like for you, right? Because you really got to talk about work ethic. You got to be diligent, hard work, give it hard work and be self-disciplined, right? Because nobody's here. We're here in Rev Up and we're here as your accountability coaches while we're here. When you're out there, you have to be self-disciplined. I'm not going to hold your hand and drag you out to do whatever it is you're successful at, whether it be door knocking, open houses. I'm not holding your hand and dragging you out there, right? You have to drag yourself out there. So you have to make sure that you are very self-disciplined. And you'll find at the very beginning, if you don't create the habit of getting yourself up and getting yourself out there, it's going to bite you in the butt. I would have said something else, but this is being recorded, so I will leave that to myself. Okay, so it means you have to have a definitive plan of action and work consistently and align everything with your personal and professional needs, right? Like it's almost like they're going to merge. Your personal life and your professional life is going to merge, but you also have to learn how to keep them separated as well. So that's where self-discipline comes in. You need to be diligent, push yourself to get out there, get yourself comfortable with being uncomfortable, right? Push yourself to where you are not comfortable anymore. Like, even if you don't feel like this is something I would normally do in real estate, you've got to push yourself to get that done. You want to be consistent and stick to your schedule. Remember, time blocking. Make sure we're time blocking. We are going to do a class on time blocking because I've been talking about it a lot lately. So ask yourself these questions. And if you can answer a solid yes to each of them, well, you are on your way, right? Am I willing to follow a schedule and treat this like a career? Even though I'm not punching the time clock for anybody else, you are working for yourselves. Right? Are you going to hold yourself accountable to be out there? Am I firmly committed to this? Do I keep pushing forward even when the going gets tough? Because boy, does it get tough out there sometimes. We got some experienced agents on here that we all know that every transaction teaches you something. You will learn something new. It doesn't matter. I've been in the business going on 14 years. In every transaction, I learned something new. Am I coachable and ready to learn? Obviously, you guys are coachable and ready to learn, or else you wouldn't be on here. So that should be a yes for everybody that's in here. So let's talk a little bit more about consistency. You have to implement effective systems, right? Like your time blocking, things like that, to make sure that you're consistent on it. Hold yourself accountable to the time blocking. Keep yourself consistent on what you're doing on a daily basis. And when you have, for instance, your time blocking right now is time block for rev up, or maybe it's time block for phone calls. And you have a client that says, no, I want to go see a house right now. We are apt to take that showing because we know at the end of that, if we write an offer, it's going to be money, right? But if you know you're supposed to be working in your business right now, utilize that I have another appointment. They don't need to know what it is at all. Utilize that I have another appointment. Can you go at 2 today? Keep yourself consistent. Stick with your schedule. You will be successful. And we're going to talk a little bit about the tools. So pick the best tools that we have available for you. You guys should have learned some things in the orientation that will help you with your time blocking and staying consistent, right? We've got so much available to you. It's ridiculous. And I already talked about sticking to your schedule. So time block all of your activities. And when I say time block all, like capital letters, all, everything, family time, kids' school things that you have to be, that should be time blocked. You should know each week what's going on the following week, right? Time block that into your schedule. We get some agents that are so successful, they forget to time block their family time in there. And that does hurt you. So make sure you're time blocking everything. Everything, even sleep time. Don't forget to sleep, guys. If you guys know me well, you know my phone automatically goes on silent at 9 p.m. at night and it doesn't come off until 6. So if you bug me between 9 and 6, unless I'm actually checking my phone, you won't hear from me until the following morning. But I can tell you, if you text me or call me at 2 a.m. and I'm up at 6, so I am texting you or calling you back at 6 a.m. Just keep that in mind, guys. That was just my way of saying, don't bug me between 9 and 6. Bug me the next morning, because if it's between 9 and 6, even if it's super important, it can probably wait till 7:30 the next day, right? All right, next slide. Perseverance. We're gonna push more on perseverance. Continued and patient effort. Be committed. Be accountable, right? So perseverance leads to small initial victories, right? So you keep pushing forward, even those small things add up to habits, which become big things, right? And it leads to confidence. So now the more you do this, the more confident you are. Those small little things become big things, right? Higher self-esteem, bigger victories, right? So when you get to the end goal of the closing, because you're pushing towards that, in all those little things add up to big thing. Be committed. How committed are you? Become crystal clear with what you want in your professional sales career. Only you know this, but make sure that you're self-disciplined enough to push forward towards that goal. And be accountable. Only you are holding yourself accountable. Most of you guys do have a mentor who's also going to help you hold accountable. But what happens when you get those 5 transactions and you're done? You don't have that mentor holding you accountable anymore. So right now is your time to start holding yourself accountable and learning how to push yourself to be more accountable. Ask for help. I mean, just because you have a mentor, maybe your mentor's not answering or you're done with a mentor. I'm here. Brian's here. We have a whole leadership team that you can ask for help. And don't feel bad about asking for help. That's exactly why we're here. We like to hear from you guys. So great salespeople figure it out. Why is that in there? Because there's always more than one solution. If you guys, you'll realize if you call me, I'm going to give you a solution. You call, say, Diana, she's going to give you a different solution. But in the end, it gets you to the same result, right? We don't all look at things exactly the same, but the goal is the end result. So whether you handle it one way or another, you figure it out. This is what I want to get to. This is how we're going to get there. Again, positive mindset. How much did I say we're going to talk about this? Because this is the most important part of today. You're going to be successful if you have a positive mindset. A positive mindset is a process, not an event. And attitude is everything. You'll always hear that from me. Most of the time, I don't know if anybody's ever seen me not smile, right? Even when I'm in the worst mood, I typically try to smile because, smiling makes everybody happier. If I smile at you guys, if you were in front of me right now, you'd all smile back at me, right? Yes. So positive mindset. Attitude is absolutely everything. And it's everything in daily life. They take real estate right out of it. It's everything in your life, right? Did you know it's estimated that as much as 90% of success in any sales related field can be attributed to attitude? And actually, it's not unusual for attitude to be the only difference between a person who is successful and a person who is not. Why? Why do you guys think that is? It's because if you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, this whole day is shot, right? But if you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, go to the mirror and give yourself a good affirmation. Today is going to be a great day, and smile and be happy about today. Even though last night was horrible, you can't change the past. It's all how you deal with it, right? You can only control your feelings. Make it a positive mindset. And self-talk matters. Again, your affirmations. Only you can control how you feel today. Some people can turn you down or make you get down, right? Something bad could happen this morning, but as long as you respond with a positive mindset and look towards how you can fix it, it's all gonna be good. Nothing's really bad. It's just what happens and how you react to it. So if you expect success and prepare more carefully, you're gonna be successful. So if you wake up saying, I'm gonna be successful today, guess what's gonna happen? You're all gonna be successful today. Positive mindset. And take personal responsibility. And this is something I've been preaching the whole time too. You're 100% responsible for yourself. So check in with yourself often. Are your thoughts positive? Are they negative? What are you thinking today? Did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed and need to turn yourself around? Take that time to do that. That can be a part of your time blocking, right? Take the time to give yourself some affirmations in the morning. Make yourself feel better. If you're not entirely pleased with your results, change your thoughts. Take action towards what you want to create for the day, right? Change your mindset, changes your entire day. Focus on what you want. Be deliberate and intentional with your thoughts, right? You want to focus on what's important today. You focus on that and stick to the plan, you're going to be successful. Client first mentality. Make a commitment to always take care of your clients. Their needs should come first. And be sure to set your business hours and boundaries. And I want to talk about your business hours and boundaries. Like I said, I put my phone on silent between 9 and 6, which means I don't work from 9 at night to 6 in the morning, because I need that for my own selfishness, I guess. I need to re-energize for the next day, right? And I realize if you guys ever talk to me after 9, you're going to realize I am not even worth talking to after 9. I am not a nice person. I don't, I will if I have to. Like if you guys call me twice in a row, it will call through. Like if it's an emergency, I tell everybody just call twice in a row. It does ring through. I will answer if it's an emergency. But sometimes my brain just isn't on after 9 o'clock. So set those boundaries. All of my clients know that I'm not yours between 9 and 6. It's just how it is. And you guys have to figure out what that looks like in your lives. After that, your clients will respect you though. So you're keeping them first. So between the hours of 6 a.m. and 9 p.m. at night, my clients are coming first. Even when I'm sleeping, they're still coming first. If it's an emergency, or say I'm writing an offer, I'm still up. I'm still getting up. I'm still making sure that's happening. But on a daily basis, I still try to make sure I have that time to myself. Back to your clients, always work in their best interests, right? Which sometimes mean recommended they don't do the deal. You can tell your clients no, guys. That's something that people are afraid to do. As long as you educate them as to why you're telling them not to do this, you're good. They should understand. They know you're the professional. You know, you're taking what's important to them and telling them this, you know, this isn't the right deal for you. And here's why. And then this is my favorite part, right? Do the right thing and the money will flow. I always say this is a relationship building career. It is not about the money. The money will come. So don't focus on the commission check. Just do the right thing. That money will follow. And if it doesn't today, it will tomorrow. But at least you kept your clients. What am I looking for? Your clients' wants, needs, and likes comes first, right? The money will follow. So again, a relationship building market. So be honest, have integrity, but still be professional. So in this profession, those who really get this concept that we just talked about will enjoy a great career with a steady stream of income. I promise you, relationship first, clients first, besides family. Family still comes first. All of that first. Screw it. That's why we time block, guys, so it can all come first. So these are just a couple do's, and we'll just talk about some of them. Show confidence. And I'm just going to read this one off because there's really not much to talk about unless you guys want to jump in and give me a story that you might have. I'm sharing my stories. You guys can share yours if you have any. All right. So show confidence. Show concern about your customers' wants, needs, and desires. Build rapport and find common interest. Maintain your professionalism, even under stress. And I'm going to tell you that sometimes it's hard. You might be stressing hardcore and you just don't want to handle it. Take a break, walk away, get those affirmations, clear your brain, and go back to make sure that you're maintaining professionalism. Don't answer the phone if you know you want to pick up that phone and just scream into it, right? Professional first. Take a break. You don't have to answer their call every time they call. You might have just had an appointment to clear your head. They don't need to know that. Be flexible and ready to learn new techniques and technology. Dress professional and be professional. Don't follow me, guys. I'm in gym clothes this morning. But also, I'll talk about that one a little bit. I mimic my clients, right? So if I'm meeting somebody who's dressed in a dress and they like to dress up, I'm going to put a dress on, right? When I meet them, I know this person always dresses nice. I'm going to match them. If I get a new, say, first-time homeowners, and they come straight from the gym like I am today, I'm going to match that. That way they feel more comfortable with me, but also you need to be you. So if you're a person that doesn't put a dress on, don't put a dress on. Just dress nice for what you like, whatever you might wear. Be you, be comfortable, but still try to look professional. Speak and write professionally. So basically Monday morning at 9:30, I wouldn't want to talk to anybody. I'm still stumbling through some of this, even though I prepared over the weekend on it, or re-prepared. Communicate your work hours. Return all calls, text messages, and emails in a timely manner within this schedule, right? So you guys have to figure out what best works for you. A lot of times with new agents, you guys don't know what best works for you, and you're afraid to kind of turn that phone off because they might get upset with you. But you know what? Nobody should be bothering somebody at 2 a.m. I mean, what are we going to be able to do at 2 a.m.? Most people are sleeping. We're not really going to be able to do anything but listen to their concerns. That can be done at 9 o'clock the next morning. Have your vehicle in top condition. I don't know why this one's on here because nobody gets in your car anymore. The reason why that was there is because back in the day, we used to take our clients in our car. So you'd want to have a box of tissues. You might want to have, some waters in there. Make sure it's clean, right? Nobody's looking in the car. Just don't worry about that one. I don't know why I kept that one on there. Use a sense of humor. I do that all the time, if you guys haven't realized. Commit to excellence. Be persistent. Build trust. That's the biggest one. Your clients aren't going to trust you with the biggest purchase of their life if you haven't worked on building trust. Be positive. That's the biggest thing we're talking about today. If you guys walk away with nothing else from today, this should be the only thing that you walk away with. Be positive because you'll be successful. I promise you. Associate with people who are doing more than you. You guys ever heard of that one? You always hear of the one where dress for the position you want to have. You should work for the position you want to have too, right? So you want to hang around with people who are more successful from you. Pick their brain. I mean, you could still hang out with people that are here, but pick the person that's more successful. Pick one of the agents that you want to be. Start hanging out with them more. Learn some of their tricks, right? Shadow them. We've got a lot of agents that you guys can shadow. Believe in yourself, your company, and your tools, which means you all got to learn what tools we have because a lot of us don't use them. And I'm one of them. I don't use all the tools that we have available to us either. And I know what they're for. I just don't use them on a daily basis. Be honest. Listen to what the client has to say. Take a lot of notes and show your client that you can get the job done. Now let's talk about don'ts. I don't like talking about don'ts, but we have to do it. Don't put down the competition. Don't criticize the client. Don't ever lose your cool. Don't make excuses. Don't talk to a client in a negative tone. Don't let outside influences control you. For instance, if you have two transactions going on, one's probably falling off. Don't let that one negatively impact the one that's about to close next week, right? Look at the positive. That one's closing next week. Let's focus on the positive in that one. Don't sell desperately. We all know we need money, but don't go towards that desperate transaction. Don't be desperate about it. Don't, keep your clients first, like what they wish and desire first. That should always come first. So if that's not the right deal, don't be desperate about it and try to talk them into something that you know they're not going to be happy with. Ask a question that they answer no to. I don't know why they have that one. Brian, any idea why they would have this one? If you're still there.
I'm here. The ask a question that you say no to.
Yeah.
It's just a sales thing. You always want to ask yes questions where they're always saying yes. You want their head nodding yes, and everything that you ask should be a yes. So when you get down to the end and have them sign that 30-page listening agreement, it's yes.
It's a yes. Okay. See, I knew you were there for a reason today. You've been awfully quiet.
You've been on a roll.
Am I on a roll? I'm not feeling it. I still have most of my Red Bull left. So
I think I will jump in and say I think you keep saying I'd be positive, and I think for a lot of the new agents it doesn't make a lot of sense yet. But you guys getting your first client and stuff will be easy. That's going to come naturally. But the stress of it comes in the escrow part, and that's what Andrea's talking about a lot. Is like that's when you see don't lose your cool, don't criticize a client, don't put down competition, because that's when all that stuff pops up. is during that process. So you really have to stay calm and have that positive mindset. You know, when I have an agent call me and say, hey, they're not going to close next week, instead of me getting upset and crying, I'm going to find another way to do it. Right. I'm going to make sure it's going to happen, and I'm not going to let it affect my personal life, because it's easy. And Angela will tell you that you see a lot of agents that don't sleep at night because they're stressed about a deal. Right. At the end of the day, that positive mindset will get you through really anything. But that's what's a lot of this is about. It's just like your mindset, not just finding that client, but getting that client to the finish line. So that's where a lot of your inner mind stuff has to take control.
They'll get there though. They're going to know what I mean by be positive.
Yes.
They're all going to get their transactions, and they're all going to understand this. They're going to remember this day of Andrea screaming, be positive in their ear all for the last, hour.
Yes.
Can I add to that?
Sure.
Because I've been a realtor for about a year now. The biggest thing that I've noticed is that you can't let other realtors, listing and buying agents get to you. And you have to kind of master your emotions and know when you're in control and when like things are just out of your control, and acknowledge and accept that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they will get to you. They will be calling you at like 9-10 o'clock at night looking for answers that you don't have. You don't have control of that. So you just kind of have to establish, healthy boundaries and accept that some people don't know how to take no for an answer.
Yes.
Yeah, very true. Thank you. Very true. All right, back to the don'ts. Don't always assume. And you always want to get clarification. Y'all know what assume means, right? I don't have to repeat what assume means. Don't ever assume in real estate. Doesn't make you look good. All right. And don't focus on what you have done. Focus on the skills and talents that will meet your client's needs. So focus on what you're going to do, not what you have done. And don't sell that you're great. Always sell why you're great. Why I'm great is I will always keep my clients' needs first. Whether I have to be honest with them and tell them this isn't the deal for you, it's okay, because I'm looking out for them, right? You're allowed to do that. All right, visualization, just some ideas to get you into a good positive mindset. Listen to positive, powerful audiobooks if you all do that. I'm not an audiobook person because I have to be able to read it. I get sidetracked, so I can't do audios. But if you all can do audiobooks, go for it. Experience the feelings of victory. Relish in that. You worked hard for that. Feel that. Feel your accomplishments. We try to push that, and great job. Feel that. It makes you happy, right? It makes you more positive. Sit comfortably and run your perfect outcome video in your head. That's more for what Brian said, right? You got one falling through. It's not, it's going to fall through and we're at the end zone. It's what can I do to fix this one? Visualize it, work towards that goal. Consider 10 to 20 minutes of daily meditation or prayer, whatever is comfortable to you. I can't meditate because for 10 minutes, I would be sitting there thinking about all the dishes that need to be done, the sheets that need to be changed, the laundry that needs to be folded. But if it works for you, do it. Find what works best for you to get yourselves in a positive mindset. Create a vision goal board and or notebook that include personal as well as business goals. We are about to do that in November. So y'all that are here and that come and join me, we will be doing a vision board. I will have the poster boards ready, magazines to cut and paste from. Yay. Affirmations for success. Affirmations are a powerful way to improve your mindset, right? Most effective in person, present tense, as if they already happened. So let's do an exercise. I want everybody, I'm going to pick on all of you if you don't talk. I want everybody to give me an affirmation. Okay, I guess I'll end with one. So who wants to go first? Affirmation for the day. Come on, guys. All
I have
right.
I have to work later. So normally like the shifts that I work, I'm always just like, I attract money and money is attracted to me.
Perfect. Yes, I love that one. I'm going to start using that one. That's a good one.
Mhm.
Who's next?
I'm strong, I'm confident, and I can complete any goal that I set my mind to.
Love it.
Nice.
Here's a couple just in case you guys want to see some. Lance, I'm going to pick on you, and you can't use either of these.
I had it in my head. I believe in myself and I will succeed.
Yes. Brian, your turn.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step.
Like it. Oh, getting spiritual there.
Mm.
Danielle, come on, give me an affirmation.
I'm positive and I'm successful.
You just took all my words. You just took all my. I'm positive it's gonna be a successful day, right? Positive it's gonna be a successful day. All right, Mateo, got an affirmation.
My affirmation is I was not made to give up.
Oh, I like it.
I like
Good
it.
one. Christina, your turn.
This is hard because I'm usually not an affirmation person.
I'm gonna make you an affirmation
Maybe I
person.
should
What are you
start.
talking about?
Okay, so my affirmation is I'm great at what I do.
You are. I can attest to that one. She is pretty awesome, guys. If you guys want somebody to talk to or ask questions to, Christina is definitely, she's very good. Ask her how long I pursued her to get her to join us. That's how important she was to me. Just saying. All right, my affirmation is I'm great. Today's going to be a great day and y'all are great. So I'm giving you guys part of my affirmation. You guys are all going to be super successful because you were here talking about great mindsets and you guys are going to take this out into the future and do something great with it. So affirmations, we're going to talk are a statement of positive beliefs, right? Again, it brings in your positive mindset. The statement may be internal, external, personal, or global. Like I just turned mine into you guys. Like I'm giving you guys affirmations. You guys, I want you guys to be successful, right? It doesn't have to be about me today. I woke up on the okay side of the bed. I just haven't finished my Red Bull yet. So it'll be a better day. No, I'm just kidding. So affirmations declare your character and success. They're most effective in the first person, but you can give other people positive mindset, right? I can transfer my positive mindset onto you, right? You're all feeling good this morning, even though I made you give it yourselves affirmations. I'm gonna see some nods. I can see most of you. No, it's not changing. Hold on. Technical difficulties. There we go. Setting the stage for success. This just goes and talks to you about what you have available and the tools that you guys have in front of you to set that stage for success. The things that you might need: laptop, tablet, combo, financial calculator. I use the one on my phone, it's fine. Smartphone with a great camera, portable tripod, business cards. These are just things that you might need to be successful in real estate, right? You can read through this. I don't agree with all of them. Stamps. I don't know if anybody is going to use stamps anymore.
Big part of real estate. You gotta have stamps.
Right? You have to have stamps.
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time any one of you have used a stamp? Be honest. Right? I don't know.
When I had to send off stuff for my, I guess there's a business license that you need for North Carolina. I had to send that in the mail. You can't do it online.
No, you can't. You're right. I was just gonna say, and South Carolina makes you mail theirs out. So Lance,
Yeah.
you did yours.
I mailed out both North Carolina. Oh, actually, South Carolina. I think I did that North Carolina online, but I know within the last 2 weeks I used stamps maybe twice.
That is funny.
And then I mail postcards sometimes, so I have stamps.
Yeah, so I guess that's the reason why they have stamps on here, is just to mail postcards, right? That's the only thing I can think of you'd use stamps for. But you can pay a company now to do that for you. It's probably more expensive though, but just an idea. All right, know your market. So let's see, our market. How do we get to know our market? Well, you should be part of the MLS. Once you join the national and state local board of realtors, you have your joined MLS. And inside there, there's this thing called the SAM report. And that gives you, and I used it in my my training last week. It kind of gives you what's going on in the market, right? But you guys need to be experts in the market. You need to make sure you time block, like getting to know your market into your time blocking schedule, right? Because you guys need to be the market experts, not clients, because they're going to see that. So make sure that you guys are the market experts.
And you'll notice when you're in the MLS, you preview active listings, but below that, you'll see how many price increases. Well, there's not as many price increases now, but there's a lot of price reductions, right? So that tells you a lot about the market, how many things are getting withdrawn. So knowing things like that's gonna be helpful when you meet with clients.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yep, because they're going to ask you about the market. They're all watching the news. They're seeing what's going on. They know that there's a little bit of decline in the market right now, and they're going to ask you why, right? And you guys need to understand what is going on that's making this market what it is today. So make sure you guys time block and take the time to know what's going on in the Charlotte market, because your job is to know the market and know it well, because you're going to have to answer those questions. And preview properties every day. Why do you think I'm telling you to preview properties every day? Even if it's just you being nosy at the neighbor's house. Anybody want to take a guess why I feel that's important? Okay, well, I'll just answer you. Because it keeps your brain on, right? You're going into that property going, is this priced right? What are the positives about this house? What do I see that might be negative? It's keeping you on the ball, knowing your market, knowing why that house is there, and pick a house maybe that sat there for a couple of days. Find out what's wrong with this house. People always assume if it's sat there for a while, what's wrong with it? Maybe there's nothing wrong with it. Maybe it's just the market. This is helping you get to know the market, is by previewing properties every day. Plus, it's fun to be nosy at the neighbor's house once in a while. If it's, around the corner, you're like, man, I wish I got that listing. Let me go see what it looks like inside. Because the people that lived in there. It's fun to just see. And I'm going to stress again about time blocking. Time blocking is super duper important. You won't be successful if you don't learn how to time block correctly and sticking to that time block. And knowing your market. Knowledge is power, right? Knowledge equates to income. The better you know the market, the more clients are going to trust you, which turns into closing day and it turns into money. Identifying your strengths. So you guys can do this. List your past jobs and the role for which you were hired. List the activities that you enjoyed the most. And we're not going to do this now because we're getting close to our hour. List the activities you performed that you enjoyed the least. What are the patterns? So think about what patterns there are. So this is you identifying what am I good at versus what do I need to work on, right? And run your business like a business. Super duper important. You guys are the owners of your business. I'm not going to tell you how to run your business. You have to run your business as if it's a business. Know that you are working for yourself now. And in the end, the money will come, right? So you begin with the end in mind. Are you here because you're serious about building a successful business? Do you want a business you can sell and pass down? What do you want out of this real estate business? For instance, I have a 12-year-old son. He would love to take this over. He talks about real estate. He goes with me. He helps me. He takes videos for my out-of-town clients. He absolutely loves going to work with me. I don't have to argue with him if he's, if my husband's out of town and he has to go to work with me, it's not an argument. He just loves doing it. So to me, this could be a business I'm going to sell or pass down, right? Might give it to my son. I'm probably going to make him become one when he gets older. If he doesn't decide it on his own, I think he's great at it. He's only 12. Or are you just here to earn extra money? Is this just something that you want to do to earn extra money? I don't think any one of you guys are here just to earn extra money. So here, wow, hold on, this sun's getting pretty bright. Sorry, guys. Oh, I knocked over my pens. Did y'all hear that? That was fun. All right, so here at Realty One Group, we believe that through creative coaching, what we're doing today, and in our approach to real estate education, we provide you with tons of tools, right? That you need to run your real estate business as a true business owner. So we're here to support you with tools and training, and you should all be successful. Now, it all goes back to positive mindset, right? How's your mindset? How are you planning on running this like a business owner? And this, okay, so this is the business plan, which we're actually going to do in November. So I'm not going to run through all this. I'm actually going to skip a couple because I want you all to come to November 5th. And I'm pretty sure it's November 5th and actually build out that business plan with me. And we're going to do some vision boards afterwards. So I'm going to go on to the SMART system goal setting. So when we talk about SMART system goal setting, it's kind of a guideline to set your effective goals, which I want you guys working on and thinking about for the next month before we meet for the business plans. So the SMART system, like I said, is specific, right? What is your goal specific? So you don't want your goal, for example, I will get rich. Well, what does that look like? Rich to me might be a completely different story than rich to you, right? So you want to be specific with your goals. So instead of saying, I want to get rich, say, I want to earn $100,000 this year. Specific. So that way it's measurable. So when determining your goal, you want to ask yourself these questions: how much, how many, and how will I know when it has been accomplished? That's why you want it measurable. So you know, I've accomplished my goal this year. So again, instead of I will get rich this year, I'm going to earn $100,000 this year. Attainable. Is it attainable? Is it something you can actually achieve? Because you guys don't want to set a goal that's so high that you're not going to achieve it, because then you lose your positive mindset when you don't hit that goal this year. Like, oh man, I had the worst year ever. But in reality, you probably did great. Your goal might not have been attainable. Is it relevant? Does it align with your values? Is it too large? Is it too small? Is it just right? And what are your long-term goals? If it doesn't contribute to your broader objectives, you might want to rethink your goal, right? And timely. Is your goal timely? Does it have a due date? Most people in real estate, we always say, what are we going to do this year? So when we built our goals for this year, 2022, our time was all 12 months of 2022. So when we meet in November and go over this, we're going to go over our goals for 2023. We're all going to talk about that. And I promise it will be SMART goals, specific, measurable, and attainable. Because I'll ask you all, are you sure you can handle this? Because some of you have jobs that it might not be super attainable, and I don't want it too far out of each one of your reaches. Or maybe I know you can do better. I'm going to call you out on that too. If I think you can do better, let's make this goal higher for you. So I should see you all in November is what I'm saying. So the big picture, and I'm probably going to end there because this is the best place to end, I feel. Where are you guys now? So for the next month, I want you to think about what your goals are, and to figure that out, you need to think about, where am I now? Where do I want to be? I like this one. If you just got dropped in the Sahara Desert, right? The example is with a compass and a map, and I told you to find your way to X on the map. What would be your first question? Well, you don't know you're in the Sahara Desert. So what are you going to do? Where am I? I'm going to ask you where am I, right? Ask yourself if you really know where you are. So where are you now? Where am I? Think about that for a little while. And I want you guys to come back in November with all this in your head. And I'm going to open it up for questions. We're going to end here. It's been about an hour. And any questions? I'm going to end telling you guys, be positive. Cool. All right. You guys can all have a great Monday. Say your affirmations tomorrow. And I'll see you guys Wednesday for training.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank
Have a good
you.
day.
Bye,
Have a good day,
guys. Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you.